really don't feel like I have done a standalone movie review for a documentary here on this channel. Welcome to my review of the Netflix original Rising Phoenix. Welcome back, or if you are new here, welcome. My name is Katrina and I make bookish content here on this channel at least twice a week, and then movie reviews or book to movie content here at the weekend. All of my social links are in the description box below, including my blog and my Goodreads, so you can keep up with my reading and watching in between times. Make sure you are subscribed so you don't miss out on any of the content I am putting on there. And speaking of subscribing, I am very, very close to my next milestone. So if you aren't already subscribed, it would be very helpful if you could do. And if you are, leave me a comment. What shall we do when I hit that next milestone? I am open to suggestion. Yes, today I'm going to be talking about the Netflix original documentary Rising Phoenix, which talks about the Paralympic Games. When the Olympics came to London in 2012, during the actual Olympic times, I was really busy at school, so I didn't watch a whole lot of the actual Olympics. I was able to watch quite a lot of the weekend stuff, but not a whole lot in the week. However, because the Paralympic Games were right there and it was the summer holidays, I watched quite a lot of those on TV, and I even went and saw the marathon in the streets of London, which was so cool because I had by that point become a massive fan of David Weir because he was just winning all these gold medals. And so I love the fact that this mainly focuses on the London 2012 Paralympic Games. It talks a little bit about the history of the games, it talks a little bit about the future of the games, and it focuses on some of the organisers as well as some of the athletes. In my mind, this documentary is just the perfect length and the perfect balance of like footage, interviews, drama and celebration. It's just got that perfect balance, and I'm really surprised that as big of a fan of a documentary as I am, I haven't done a standalone review of a documentary here. I've done a couple of book versus movie for documentary series or actual documentaries, playlist linked up above, and I've also talked about the documentary nominations in my Oscars predictions. I wonder what that's going to look like this year. I don't know. So it's interesting that I'm talking about this documentary now. So yeah, first thing, I really love the balance. The like face-to-face sitting down interviews give you great insight, and they don't just focus on American athletes or British athletes. We have athletes from lots of different countries, and I really love the athletes that they've chosen to put in there because they again represent a really broad selection of the field of people that compete at the Paralympic Games. There's a little bit about the Winter Paralympics, but a very small amount because it just focuses on one of the athletes who left her summer sport to try and pursue a winter sport and then went back to the summer sport. So it talks a very little bit about Winter Paralympics. It mainly focuses on the Summer Paralympics. But we have footage from the 2012 Paralympic Games. We have footage from the first Paralympic Games, and then we do have some footage of the most recent Paralympic Games in Rio. But we also get the story of the lead up to those Paralympic Games in Rio and all the drama. And I was obviously, in London for the 2012 Paralympic Games, but I had moved, literally just moved to Denver when the 26 Paralympic Games were on, and I missed all of this drama. Might be to do with the moving, or it might be to do with the fact that I don't feel like they get as good coverage here as they did with the UK TV. So that was really interesting. And when you hear the commentary of the 2016 Paralympic Games, a lot of the commentary is either the Canadian, the British or the Australian commentary. There's not a lot of US commentary in there, which I think is quite telling. And then the fact that we had these packed stadiums at the 2012 Paralympic Games, they're showing like half empty stadiums at the 2016 Paralympic Games at the beginning of the games. But yeah, some of the people that they talk to are literally the heads of the Paralympic committees, the organisers, and it's so interesting hearing the different ways they have to bid for the funding that's different from the actual Olympic funding, when it should all be in the same pot. And that's talked about a lot in conjunction with talking about the drama around the 2016, the Rio Paralympic Games. And then we have the daughter of the founder of the original Paralympic Games, and she talks about her father's journey to put on these games and how her father is remembered through the games. We also have the Duke of Sussex, former Prince Harry, because he was obviously founded the Invictus Games. And then yeah, we have the athletes talking about it, and it's so wonderful to hear from the athletes the differences in performing in the different areas of A, their sport, and B, the different locations that they've competed, that's the word, not performed. And so it's really interesting documentary. It's one of those documentaries that's very, very feel good and will leave you feeling uplifted. It also taught me a lot of things I didn't know from just watching the games on television. And so I highly recommend this. If you have a Netflix account, you can access this now. I'd set up a little alert for this one. That's how into documentaries I am. I set up the little bell alert for when new documentaries hit Netflix. Speaking of little bells, you should hit that notification bell on this video and subscribe so that you don't miss out on my next video. Let me know in the comments if you are also a fan of a documentary, and also, yes, what we should do for celebrating that next subscriber milestone. Thank you so much for watching. If you did enjoy this video, give it a thumbs up. I can review more documentaries here, no problem. If you didn't, give it a thumbs down, let me know. And I will be back with more bookish content for you in the week and more book to movie goodness very soon. So I will see you then. Thank you for watching.